Hey everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles. So I got another movie poster video here. I'm going to show you, they're all there. So these boxes are full, but I emptied out two others of these poster pack boxes, and they've been laying like this for a little over 2 weeks, I think, because they're curled up very, very severely. So I'm going to take these off. It's going to probably go even slower than normal. We'll see. I know the curl's not all out of them, but I think it's good enough to handle. But they're easy to damage, rip, tear, fold, and stuff. So I got to be a little careful with them on that. This will probably be the last, well, not the very last, but this will probably be the last poster video for quite a while. My next show is on Memorial Day weekend in Spirit Lake, Iowa. Oof, that's heavy. And we got Mom's Day before that. My son graduates from college, Cubbawabi. He's been on some of my videos. He graduates on Monday, actually. So this is Thursday, so just a few days away from that. But I got to prep for that show on Memorial Day, and that's going to keep me busy. So it's probably going to be June next time. Next time I'm going to have one of these, and I believe this is number 8. I think that's right. You guys will correct me if it's not, but I'll get the title right when I edit the video. And you can see, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it is. So it's still curling up. They're Stealing Beauty. That's Live. I'm trying to think of what year. 96. So this is a little newer. In fact, that's probably one of the newest posters I've had. I did not look through these. I basically just took them off. Oh, there it hooked. And set them upside down and put the boxes on them. And just the off chance it would take some of the curl out. Now, if you remember the last video, I had a lot of duplicates in there. Had some problems with the edges, creases, and tears. These, I believe, it's a nice Winona Ryder picture. These, I believe, are all unused. I'm not sure. We'll find out together. And there's 2 of these poster packs here. Oh, that's cool. That one I think I'm going to hang on to unless I get dupes. Necronomicon, Book of the Dead. What year is that? 96. So these, I would assume if this is an unopened, unused poster pack box, I'm guessing these are all going to be what? 1996, right? Oh, Jane Eyre. I'm just checking the dates, and that, yeah, it looks like it's all tracking. Of course, that's not necessarily the date of the movie. Since these are video releases, you know, this is the year it hit the video stores. Children of the Corn 4, so horror 1, probably not the best one. I don't know if that's going to be worth a ton or not. Oh, this is a cool poster. I might not be able to get rid of that. Oh, it's even a Halloween Winnie the Pooh. Alvin's on there, Tigger. Oh, Jack Skellington. My wife is a Winnie the Pooh fan. Well, I am too. I'll admit to that. So that one might not be available. I'll have to talk to her. Ah, boy, that curl just hooks things a little bit. Denise Calls Up. Who's in that one? Tim Daly is the only one I've ever heard of. I'm not familiar with that movie. And this could be a problem. If these keep curling that tight like this Denise one, I don't know if I'll get through the whole stack. We'll see. Okay, so there's a Hellraiser. Which Hellraiser is it? Oh, still don't know. Hellraiser Bloodline. So I think, was that kind of a reboot, as I recall? I think it was a bit of a reboot. There she wants to roll up. It's funny, you stay in one place for 20 years, they don't want to do it. Norma Jean and Marilyn. Try and get that unrolled. I may have to do this in chunks here. So I don't know. Celtic Pride. Sports stuff is usually pretty good. I'm not familiar with this movie necessarily. Come on. Ah, darn it. Held for a second, didn't it? This is the problem with them when they're rolled up. Now they're both going. Both ends. Hollow Point. Tia Carrera, Donald Sutherland, John Lithgow. 1995. So I do have a different year, at least on that one. Uh-oh. That one, I thought that one. There we go. You know what I'm going to probably have to do is I'm going to do this. We'll see if this is clever or not. But I need them in the tray. See, there we go with that curl. You got to be careful with them. There we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them here. We're going to put them upside down. I'll show them to you, then I'll probably just have to put them back and flip them over. Don't Be a Menace. I do not remember that. I was just looking for a year quick again. I'm not seeing one on this one, but I bet you it's about the same. So this is probably, well, this is another reason I'm probably not going to do a video for a while, because I'm probably going to have to pop up a couple more of those poster pack boxes and try and let them uncurl to see if we can't kind of avoid some of this. But boy, I don't know how that's going to happen. Not unless, you know, I don't get to the posters for about 6 months every time. And these won't go anywhere anytime soon because of the curl. I'm just going to leave them right back in this box, to be honest with you. And then I'm going to just put those full poster boxes on there and weigh them down and see what happens. Spy Hard, Leslie Nielsen, Nicolette Sheridan. Ugh. Yeah, this is going to be a long video, guys. I apologize. Might have to break this up into a couple of them, I'm thinking. A Modern Affair, 1995. Stanley Tucci's on that. I don't remember that at all. Come on. Let's see. Pallbearer with Gwyneth and David Schwimmer. I just cannot, you know, I used to work in a movie theater and video store in Northwest Iowa, and I got to tell you, they got so many movies I am not familiar with. I thought I'd seen a lot, well, I did see a lot of junk. Pinocchio. But every time I think, man, they can't find another movie I'm not familiar with. Oh, that's why it was that way. It's two-sided, so that's cool. Man, just the number of, I don't know if these were all direct-to-video or not, but just the number of titles that are out there. Okay, this one says Fear. Alyssa Milano's on that one. Mark Wahlberg, Reese Witherspoon, and 1996 again. So yeah, I think these are going to be all pretty similar. There's two boxes here, so maybe one box was 95, one was 96, or towards the end of a year. I don't know how often these poster packs came out. Quarterly would be my guess, or something like that. Open season. Get that there. Oh, The Craft. Not really a Scream Queen movie, but kind of sort of a modern Scream Queen, I guess. Actually, I like that film. I know I'm a horror fan, but I did not think that was that bad of a movie at all. I thought that was pretty interesting. Definitely aimed at that, you know, teeny bopper thing, but, you know, most of them are, I think. Star Maker. All right, Star Maker, get up. There we go. The one edge, that inside edge, curls a lot tighter than the other side, and right now it seems to be the bottom edge is the tightly curled one. There we go, Multiplicity. Michael Keaton, I don't know if Renaissance is the right word, but I'm seeing a lot more people kind of, I guess, appreciate his acting abilities and kind of maybe picked up a little more of a following later in his career. Beautiful Girls on that one. Again, I am not Rosie O'Donnell. No comment. And let's see. Mrs. Winterbourne. Shirley MacLaine is in that one. Oh, that is Brendan Fraser. He did quite a few movies in that time span. Whoops. It'd be really nice. I think this is probably a little late for the Mummy stuff, or at least the first one, but that would always be popular. Ah, the Last Supper on that one. Boy, I really thought 2.5 weeks would be enough to get this done without having to fight these curls, but I was definitely wrong. Yesterday's Target, Daniel Baldwin. Oops. Okay, here's just a billboard one here. One of the coming out month of October, I'd assume 96. Yep, that's October 1996. So they're kind of cool because you can see which movies were released that month. You know, to the video stores and things. So kind of a neat bit of history. Oh, here we go. I think I'll hang on to that one too. Pat Labor. Mobile Police, if you're into Appleseed or Ghost in the Shell kind of stuff. That was a really good little movie, and it is U.S. Manga Corps, so interesting on that. I have not seen much anime or manga-based video posters, so I think that could be the first one. Hopefully there's a lot more. Boy, Ghost in the Shell would be nice. Oh, Erased, I had forgotten about that. Schwarzenegger movie, not really a bad movie, I didn't think. And the Schwarzenegger stuff, pretty much like the Stallone, it all pretty much sells. Doesn't really matter what it is. Some go for more than others, obviously, but they all sell. Cold Comfort Farm. Never heard of it. Wow, Joanna Lumley. There's you're an old BBC or British movie fan. That's a name that you should recognize. Kate Beckinsale, of course, from the what is it? The name went right out of my head. The vampire ones. Heaven's Prisoners with Alec Baldwin and Terry Hatcher. Not familiar with that one either. Maybe I can find an Alec Baldwin's Shadow. I'm a huge fan of the Shadow pulps. Movie wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but I don't know if I have a poster of it. I don't think I do. Flipper! There we go. Try and get, these are getting curled a little tighter as we're going, so it's a little harder to show them off, but we're doing all right. We're fighting through it. When I say me, I mean me fighting through it and you fighting through watching it. Oh, Twister. Of course, they're remaking that now because I don't know. I have no idea. Part of that was filmed here in Iowa. I think part was also in Kansas or Oklahoma or someplace too. But I believe it was the big house scene at the end was in Iowa. That'll sell well here. I'll probably put that in the antique mall booth, just like Field of Dreams. You know, anything that's Iowa-based, Bridges of Madison County, stuff like that sells pretty well here. So that one, I don't think will go online. Holiday favorites, Christmas Carol. That's the George C. Scott version, which was decent. It looks like that's the original Miracle on 34th Street. The 70s version, where Natalie Wood was the adult lead in that, was also pretty good. Same story, a little different ending. Two Bits and Pepper, Joe Piscopo, holy cow. I have not heard that name for ages. 1995 on that. Joe Piscopo, wow, that's a 90s, earlier 90s too, I would think. Streets of Laredo, again, it's Western. Pretty good cast, but I just cannot. Western stuff does not really move that well. It is just a real struggle. Nobody seems interested in that genre. Lawnmower Man, this is the second one. I don't think Pierce was in this one, was he? Job's War, no, Patrick Bergen. Yeah, the first one had Pierce Brosnan, which I think it was probably about his only horror movie. It was good though. It was not a bad movie. I can see why he didn't do another one. I mean, horror movies or James Bond, tough choice, right? Casino, this was actually pretty good. That was a really good movie, 95 on that one. That's, again, not really my usually type of movie, but that was very well done. Oh, here we go. Speaking of James Bond, and speaking of Pierce Brosnan. So there he is, GoldenEye. And that was his first one. And those always sell well. James Bond, anything, as long as it's real. I mean, there's a lot of rip-off stuff, but James Bond posters, even the Timothy Dalton ones, are not hard to move. Leaving Las Vegas, I don't know. It was a really, really well done movie. It just wasn't my cup of tea on that. On it, but if you like dramas and kind of those darker romance kind of things, I guess, that would be a movie for you. Oh, Sabrina. This is the remake of the classic one. I gotta tell you, watch the original. Or if you want to see this one, don't watch the original first, because I don't know. I think the original, in that case, really did a lot better job. Here's May. Let's see. What year is that? 95, 96. May of 96. Billboard. And, see, so there's Streets of Laredo. Whoops. Down there in the corner. It's curling up on me. And so we saw some of those posters. That's about it, though. Yeah, I don't see any others on there. Not yet. Maybe we'll run into it. Let's see if we run into some of those here on this one. I bet we do. I would think we'd at least have a few of these. Nick of Time, Johnny Depp. It was, I don't know. It was okay. They had a good cast, but I was not impressed with that one. That's also 95. Johnny Depp stuff, much like Bill Cosby, doesn't move much. The interest has disappeared for, certain reasons. I guess I'll leave it at that. His Disney Pirates of the Caribbean still sells. That's about it. Bed of Roses. Romance stuff is a little slow, too. It's better than the Western, but I do not have people picking up a lot of the rom-com stuff. That is definitely a slower genre for me. Dead Cold. Oh, Lizette Anthony again. If you're BBC, yeah, you would recognize that name. I believe she's still acting. She was in the Dark Shadows miniseries, NBC miniseries. She was Angelique. She was in a lot of other stuff too. Most of it, I think, over in the other side of the pond. Nicole Kidman, To Die For. Her stuff does sell. Her stuff does sell. That one I've never seen that one. Is that a decal? Assembly instructions. Separate the liner from the back of the shelf. Oh yeah. So that must be part of a standee or stand-up display or something. I'm guessing obviously they didn't use it. Oh shoot. So this thing, I'm going to try and straighten that a little bit. Probably when I took them out of the box and laid them flat, I probably missed that one and got crunched. I don't think that was that way. Dunstan Checks In. I remember this movie actually. It was cute. It was cute. I don't think anybody's going to buy it. It wasn't that cute, but it was all right. Paddington would be a lot better. Portraits of a Killer. Again, nothing really. A thriller, maybe an erotic thriller. I don't know. Not familiar. Oh, this could be good. Yeah, I might have to keep that one. That's another Disney one I grew up on. It was actually one of my favorites. Robin Hood was my all-time favorite from kind of that late 60s, early 70s era. Oodalali, if you've seen that one. But that's another one I really liked. They do not have any posters of that one. Now and Then. Good cast. Another good cast. We'll see. There we go. That one laid down nice. See if we get anything. I'd like to see some more popular ones, big name ones. Heat was a crime thriller. Pacino, De Niro, and Kilmer. I tell you, great cast. I don't think I saw that one. But I can tell you right now, with Pacino and De Niro on there, there'll be some interest. Wild Bill, Jeff Bridges, again Western themed. I've never seen this one, but I don't think that's going to have a lot of people kicking down the door for that particular one. Got a few left here, and then I'm going to pause it, and we'll see if I can get the rest done in this video, or maybe I'll have to split it. Get Shorty, that was actually pretty funny, to be honest with you on that. That was, I don't want to say it was just stupid fun, but it was kind of in that, yeah, it's kind of just in that stupid fun vein, you know what I mean? It was just a fun little kind of all-star cast movie. Biodome, kind of, you know, along the lines of your Truman Show stuff. I don't think that's gonna have people beating down the door for that one. This is a good poster. Tuskegee Airmen up here. It's got the Mustangs there. That's a TBF Avenger, I believe, on that one. And good poster, good movie. And we actually had some members of the Tuskegee Airmen, the original World War II ones. They're all gone now, I believe, but there were a handful of them or so here living in Des Moines after the war. And so kind of special there. Great story. You should familiarize yourself with it if you haven't. American President, you know, again, not my type of movie, but it was okay. It's got Michael Douglas, so it'll pretty much have a market somewhere. Oh, dang it. I'm keeping it. One of my all-time favorite movies. The edge is messed up on it. Doggone it. I like heavy metal. I like Tarna. Actually, the sequel wasn't bad. The Heavy Metal 2 is, you know what, 10, 12 years later. Kevin Eastman from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was the producer on it, and his wife is Julie Strain, was the main voice actress in the sequel, not in the first one. Frankie Starlight. Yeah, I got nothing there. I'll take Heavy Metal over that one. Oh, hey, look at that. That's another one I don't think I'll probably be allowed to part with. But that's a really good Winnie the Pooh poster. And what do we got? The Maddening. Burt Reynolds? Really? 1996. Boy, I'm not familiar with that either. I didn't know he did any horror thriller kind of stuff. That's really interesting. I know he got divorced a bunch of times. Maybe he needed to pay some bills would be my guess. I honestly don't know. But I did not know he did that. Oh, Sudden Death with Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude stuff of any form, man, I cannot keep it in, especially the Bloodsport, which of course is earlier. Anything with Jean-Claude, and I haven't had very many of them, so I guess I can't say everything, but anything I've had, it goes out very quickly. Oh, another horror one, I guess. Haunted, Kate Beckinsale, before she was Selena, I'm assuming, 1995. Interesting. I am not familiar with that one. So John Gielgud was in that? Really? Okay. Let me have to check that one out then. See what's going on there. There we go. Come on. Come on. Whew. It's getting tough to get in there without getting those wrinkled. Let's see. We have Live New Girls. All right. Well, that sounds like a family classic right there, doesn't it? It does have a pretty good cast, though. Something tells me, though, you're not going to see much. Either that or it's going to be body doubles. Okay, so these, okay, I think I can handle these a little better. It should go a little quicker. These are rolled the other way. We'll find out. No, maybe not. I thought, well, I didn't have to flip them over, but. All right, Titanic. I haven't had one of those yet. That should do really, really well. Oh, this is a two-sided, so I was wrong. I am going to have to flip them over. Well, no, I'm not. So this is the Bodyguard. Costner and Whitney. There's a lot of them out there. It's not super rare in any form, but super popular. I wish this one was in better shape. This one, I'm guessing this thing must have been used. Sure wrinkled up like it was used. I don't really see any tape though. Come on. Come on. All right, I'm going to pause it here and straighten out Casper. I will be right back. Okay, so I got this one kind of sort of straight, but I'm going to stop with Casper. I don't have a lot left, but they're super duper curled tight. And even though these are older, got a little wear on them, I'm not gonna risk damaging them. So check it out. About a month or so. Hopefully, I'll have the next batch of posters filmed. Hopefully, we'll have some flea market finds and Comic-Con finds from the flea market on Memorial Day and the Des Moines Con the week after that. So check those out, and thanks for watching.